will be interesting to see if I succeed in getting anybody on here or not. But I just wanted to do a quick live stream just to give you guys some updates on what's coming up with this, because it may be another day or two before I can get some videos edited. At the moment, I think I have 4 or 5 videos that I need to edit and upload. One's going to come out maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, depending on how things work out. But I did stuff with the truck. Those of you that follow me on Instagram have seen that, and I'm also working on some exhaust right now that I'm going to try and keep a secret. Those of you who follow me on Instagram will see that as well. My Instagram is meangreendaq1. I'll see if I can add it to the description or something, but I know that I had it in a video a couple videos ago. I had my Instagram name on it. I don't remember which video it was, but you can go ahead and follow me there if you want some sneak previews of what is coming up. But just wanted to talk to you guys real quick, since it's going to be a little while before I can get a video uploaded, and I figured since it's a Sunday. There's oh, how do I get the comment thing to stay up? 2G Stancy, hey, what's up, man? I just see you commented on there. Now we've got 2 viewers on. It's been a while since I've actually gotten anybody to show up for a live stream, so this is pretty fun. I don't know if this thing will let me flip the screen around. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, it didn't used to let me do that before. Now I can flip screens back and forth. Well, like I said, I'm actually working on exhaust at the moment on the truck, and actually the rear hanger broke on it, and I just went ahead and started doing something I've been planning on doing for a while. I'm actually waiting for a drill battery to charge, so I figured I'd go ahead and stream. The Eclipse, it's still sitting. I'm currently waiting to get into the shop that I mentioned a couple times in the past before I go and tear that apart, because it basically everything needs to come out of it suspension wise to a point where it won't be a roller, and I don't want to tear it apart here and then have to move it and throw it back together to move it. So for the time being, the truck is current project, but the water pump went out on the Eclipse. It leaks like a sieve. I can pour water in it and get it to hold water for maybe 30 minutes or so before it starts to run out and overheat. And so I've just parked it because the water pump runs off the timing, and I don't feel like the water pump completely taking a dump and then timing skipping or something and destroying the head on it and not being able to even run it. But I did actually go out and drive it maybe a week or 2 ago. I went out and just poured water in it, drove it around. It drives just the same as it did before, so at least sitting didn't hurt it at all. But yeah, it's just waiting for me to get into the shop before I can really do much with it. And then once I'm in there, the whole car is pretty much going to come apart. So it'll probably be another month or 2 before I actually get to that. So by then, the truck will be done, and I'll be able to put all my effort and focus into that. But yeah, that's what's going on with the Eclipse. I want to do a video at some point. I want to go out and show you guys the car and actually drive it real quick, because I know a lot of you guys have been missing that a little bit. So that'll be coming eventually once I have a chance, because it's been kind of cold and raining and all this kind of crazy stuff weather-wise, and I haven't really had a good opportunity to go out and make a video on it or drive it. The other day when I went out and drove it, it was really foggy. I couldn't see much more than 20 feet in front of me. It was pretty bad, but I went out and drove it anyway. See if I can read comments here. Oops, I'm covering the camera. Alright, man. But anyways, like I said, I'm working on exhaust. I did some stuff with the seats on the truck. I think I posted a picture of that on Instagram. You guys can see that if you want to see what I did to it. It's pretty interesting. I was really happy with how that came out. I did a couple suspension upgrade, or one main suspension upgrade on the truck that you guys will see. That's another surprise, even though I mentioned doing it a couple of times. And then I got the brakes completely done on it. And I'll go ahead and show you guys that. There we go. I don't know where I left my light sitting. Oh, this is the difficult part about the live streams, is that can't edit stuff like me wandering around looking for lights. But brakes, you really can't. You can see the new rotor back there. You can see the new caliper and pads. And I replaced every single hard line on the truck. I gotta go pop the hood to show that to you guys. replaced every single brake line on the entire thing, and I also replaced all of the hoses so that... Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to set the phone down real quick so I can get the hood prop up. Okay. Yeah, you can see some of the lines that I did up here. You can see I relocated the T-fitting for the front brakes up here to the wheel well, and then there's new lines to the master. There's all new lines running down to the portioning valve down there, and the old lines, most of them pretty much turned to dust when I went to pull them out. I'm really surprised I didn't blow any more lines out, but there's all the old junk laying on the ground over here. An old heat shed sitting down I had to just pull off a little bit ago. So, yeah, like, I don't know, that's 4 videos I think that I've got coming up pretty soon once I have a chance. Those of you who watched the video where I was asking for computer recommendations probably know a little bit as to what I'm dealing with, because that computer's really slow. It's hard for me to set enough time aside to actually edit and then get everything done, and then I've got to edit, let it process, and then upload videos, which takes time. But hopefully this week I can knock most of those videos out, get you guys at least like 2 or 3 videos this week, and get myself caught up because I'm pretty far behind. Next weekend, I'm also just take a break from working on this thing, because I've been working on this thing literally every weekend for like the last month and a half now. Let me switch this camera around so I can actually see my face instead of... Okay. So yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna I can get all the editing done on the videos I do have, and then the weekend after that, we'll probably do fuel system stuff. Unless I'm really bored next weekend, I'll probably save all of that. But I've got the wall in for it, some stainless steel braided hoses, and the hose clamps, and just a couple other things for it to get the entire fuel system squared away. And I'm going to try to use the factory fuel tank. I need to pull the fuel tank out and look at what the pump assembly looks like. I got new straps for the tank as well, because that was one of the issues. One of the reasons I was considering going fuel cell was because I don't trust the straps on these tanks. But I bought some brand new ones from Rock Auto that hopefully will get the job done for me, and figured if I'm going to drop the thing down, I might as well replace the straps and bolts that hold it up instead of putting the same crusty ones back on, because it's a very, very common theme on this truck lately has been things being really rusty in really strange places, because this thing doesn't have rust from road salt or being driven in the wintertime as much as it does have rust from just sitting in a yard for 4.5 years. So it's got it, like the brake lines were all crusty, all the fuel lines are really rusty. I had to replace a high pressure line. You guys have seen most of that. And that's part of the reason why this thing is so darn ugly, is because of, just sitting for so long in the sun and in grass on top of that, like a muddy grass backyard basically. But yeah, I think that's probably about all I have. I don't want to give away too much stuff. What I'm working on right now will definitely be make for a pretty interesting video. So I think with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to make a real quick stream while I had the opportunity. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And hopefully in a day or two, I will see you guys with some more content.